record to the
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the live talk organized by the School of Health Sciences at IMU University. My name is Sini, or you can call me Charmaine. I'm a lecturer from Division of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Science, and I will be your moderator for today's session. Joining us this evening are our two distinguished speakers. We have Dr. Shamini, who is the R&D Research and Development Manager from Farms Best Food Industry. And we also have Dr. Chang Lee Sin, the Food Science Innovation Program Director, joining us tonight. Both of them will be sharing their expertise and also their insights into the field of food science. And not to forget, we have also Ms. Chiu Yong from marketing team who will be assisting us with the logistics and also the technical coordination during the webinar session. Now, today's session is titled What's Next for Nuggets and Sausages? Rethinking Food Through Innovation. Now, have you ever wondered how the foods that we enjoy every day are created, improved, and also transformed to meet the changing needs of consumers? What does food innovation means to you? Does it mean creating new food product? Actually not. Food innovation goes far beyond what we see on the supermarket shelves. Behind every new food product, there is actually a team of food scientists working very hard to develop new food products that are not just delicious and tasty and convenient, but also healthier, safer, more sustainable, and better for our future. Now, as consumer expectations continue to change, continue to evolve, and we have global challenges like health, sustainability, food security issues, and also resource efficiency that becomes increasingly important, the role of food scientists has never been more exciting or impactful. In today's session, we will take you into the exciting world of food science and innovation, and using commercialized food products as examples, you will discover how science, creativity, technology, as well as consumer insights that come into play all together to develop and to shape the foods of tomorrow. Before I invite our first speaker, I would like to go through a few housekeeping rules. So to ensure that we have a smooth session today, we have muted the microphone for all attendees. So if you have any questions and feedback with regards to any parts of the presentations, please feel free to use the Q&A panel. And we will try our best to address as many questions as possible. And for your information, this live webinar will be recorded for future references. Now, without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker today. Our first speaker this evening is Dr. Shamini. Dr. Shamini is a Research and Development R&D Manager at Farms Best Food Industry, Sdn Bhd, with over 15 years of experience in processed poultry product development and manufacturing. She holds PhD in food technology from UniKL Mindset, and also professional technologies registered with MEM Board, a Malaysia Board of Technology. She's a member of Australian Institute of Food Science and Technology, Institute of Food Science and Technology, Institute of Food Technologies, and Malaysia Institute of Food Technology. Her areas of expertise include meat science, ingredient functionality, process optimization, product innovation, and commercial scale-up of processed meat products. So Dr. Shamini will be sharing with us her industry perspectives on how consumer trends are shaping the future of food. She will be talking more about product development, challenges, career pathways, and also industry expectations on the food science graduates in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Shamini. Dr. Shamini, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Charmaine. Hello, good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you to IMU for inviting me to share my experience today. As Dr. Charmaine introduced myself just now, I'm Dr. Shamini, and I have been working in process meat industry for over 15 years. I would like to address myself as food technologies because normally when you study food course, you will become a food technologist, food scientist, or food researcher. I'm a food technologist who specialize in research and development for further processed chicken-based products. Today, I would like to take you behind the scene of food innovation and show how familiar products like nugget and sausage continue to evolve to meet changing customer expectations. Let's go to today's topic. Today's topic is not about just to manufacture nugget or sausage, but I'll be sharing about how food companies decide what products to develop, what consumers are looking for today's world, some exciting innovation happening around the world, and hopefully this information can become a valuable inspire for those who considering career in food industry. Next, let's go to next slide. Let's look at what's driving food innovation. 20 years ago, many consumers they only considering when they are buying sausage or nugget, they only considering taste or price. But today is totally different. They are consumer, they are thinking about health, they are thinking about protein, they are thinking about clean label, sustainability, is it convenient? For example, health people they want delicious food, but at the same time, the food must be on the healthier choice. And as for the protein, we can see many people they are looking for high protein food. Not only this is not only for athletes, but ordinary consumer they also considering high protein food. And next is clean label. Clean label people are paying attention to ingredient list. These are some of the changing expectations that drive food innovation. Next slide. This is some of the trends that happening in the food industry. This is what I gained during my visit to IFEX at Thailand as well as FHA at Singapore. IFEX is one of the Asia largest food exhibition in Thailand, and FHA is the stand for Food and Hotel Asia at Singapore. This is some of the product I managed to capture because this kind of attending this kind of exhibition is exciting because it gives early indication of where the industry is heading. Like for example, like you can see crispy wonton from the on the right on the left hand side. That is one of the byproduct that finally become an end product for consumer. And we also have I also noticed plant-based product, high protein ramen. This is an example of healthier snack, premium product, convenient, that innovative packaging is a complete blend and that currently consumer want. Exhibition like this is incredible because you can understand what consumer want, what they are looking for the next few years, and maybe the flavor is successful in Europe, but not necessarily it will be successful in Malaysia, not successful in Singapore or Thailand. So this kind of exhibition can give us idea where the industry is going to. As a food scientist, we need to understand the local consumer preference and bring the new idea into the market. Next slide. So if you ask where the new idea came from, normally a new idea not only is about creativity. Normally we look at understanding trends before we develop new product. We look at consumer sensory expectation, their culture, their health conscious, their flavor fast, and then what is the trending flavors. We usually we spend a lot of time studying consumer research. We read about flavor report and market trend before we even develop any food product because innovation starts when we understand our consumer. Then only we start develop our recipe. Next slide. This is an example I obtained from Kerry website. This is open to any public. So let's say I want to develop any new chicken nugget flavor. I will choose from this flavor. For on your left hand side is Asia Pacific trending flavor. On the right hand side is Malaysia famous flavor. For example, for Asia Pacific, the trending flavor is tomato, and then the next flavor is sumac, and then for Malaysia, the top flavor is chili, and then the trending flavor is ikan mala. From this kind of report, we develop product so that the food innovation become more to consumer focus. Next slide. So any product development before we develop, it's not about we develop at laboratory straight away go to commercial launch. There is many different steps before actual commercial launch. Let's say we want to develop Korean style chicken nugget, we do market research. Market research, people are now more into Korean style, Korean flavor. So from that market research, we look at what does really consumer, different consumer section one. Is it they want spicy, they want bold flavor, they want a completely new flavor. Then from there we translate into product concept, which is Korean spicy chicken nugget, and then we develop recipe. We do sensory evaluation. This sensory evaluation can be combination of uh, different tests, and then we do shelf life study so that this product is stable. Then we do commercial run, and then finally launch. This is the product that normally you see at supermarket shelf. This is a example of from beginning until the end, how food product is being developed. Next slide. So this is a consumer trend. Now consumer trend, they are looking for low sodium, they are looking for low fat, they are looking for high protein, high dietary fiber, air fryer friendly. Based on this trend, based on this research, this is how we develop our product because we cater to consumer trend. Next slide. This is how we can differentiate between clean label chicken nugget with regular chicken nugget. On your left hand side is clean label chicken nugget. On your right hand side is regular chicken nugget. As you can see, one of the common misconception that people always think clean label means removing ingredient, but is in reality each ingredient they have their own function. So you cannot simply because you want clean label, you cannot simply remove ingredients. We need to look at their function. For example, modified starch, it can contribute to juiciness, it can contribute to texture. So the modified starch come with E number. We can go to cleaner label. That native starch also uh, provided provide the same type of functionality. So as a food scientist, most of our challenges is the finding alternative ingredient that can maintain taste, texture, juiciness, and shelf life. Clean label is not about just removing functionality, it's about also achieving ingredient that has same functionality as after we remove as a artificial ingredient. Next slide. This is an example of the trend plant-based food at six different countries, and why people consumers they are reducing meat first because of health, and why they are able to reduce meat because of the price. So this is this study clearly shows health is the main conscious for consumer of within the six countries. Taste is their second choice, and affordability. So any product development for plant-based food we will based on these three factors: health, taste, and affordability. That's why uh, that's why we need to develop product based on what consumer want. Next slide. This is an example of plant-based chicken nugget. Nowadays, people are increasingly interested in replacing the commercial, the traditional chicken-based nugget into plant-based. Plant-based means the chicken component you add with can be mushroom, can be soy, can be something from fungus. So we replace that chicken meat with this plant-based ingredient. So that term we call as flexitarian. Now people are they are becoming flexitarian. That means they are still eating meat, but they also enjoy plant-based chicken nuggets. Next slide. So this product, why normally food product fails? Because we have technical challenges and marketing realities. We can develop good product in lab, but not necessarily the product will become successful. If consumer reject it, they think the product is tasteless, the product is too expensive, or it cannot be manufactured consistently. That's why we need to balance these technical challenges and marketing realities. We need to develop something that good with sensory qualities that meet customer needs, and then chef stable chef life, that is what consumer want, and then we follow their trend. That is how product can become successful. Next slide. Next, we talk about food science innovation. Then can this food science innovation decrease can take food. One of the reasons why I enjoy my profession as food technologist, because it has different career paths. I can go to manufacturing line, R&D, product development, QA, QC, or production. I can go to food service. I can go to technical sales. I even can join a multinational company. This is one of the uh, good thing about food studies, because this degree not only room to only one career, it offers to many different paths. Next slide. This is what normally food company really want when we are hiring graduates. When I interview graduates, I not only look at their technical skill, I also look at their professional skill. I look at their teamwork, communication, problem solving, and adaptability, because we need both professional and technical skill. Then only students they can decide how far they can process, they can go further in their life. So as a as a food technologist, 15 years in this field, one thing that really I think important is each project, each problem that teach me something new, because food science is consistently evolving, consumer needs are consistently evolving. So you must always remember that your work has potential to improve people's life, the next healthier product, the next clean labor innovation, the next sustainability food solution could come from you. So stay curious, continue learning, and never stop asking why. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shamini, for your insightful sharing. It was truly fascinating to learn how consumer trends are actually helping to shape the future of food. From flavor innovation, we've seen different types of flavors, the hot flavors in Malaysia and also the Asia Pacific region. And also we see how consumer trends are shaping future of food. They're looking for more healthier, more clean label products to even plant-based alternatives. Thank you also for sharing your real-world industry experience on the challenges involved in developing new food products, and also you're highlighting about what are the qualities, the professional skills and technical skills that the food companies really want from the food science graduates. I'm sure our audience has gained a much deeper appreciation now about how food science plays a vital role in solving real-world food challenges through innovation. Now, before I invite our next speaker, I would like to warmly welcome those who have just joined in. As a reminder, audience microphones remain muted throughout the webinar session. And if you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A panel, and we will address as many questions as possible during the Q&A session at the end. Now, it's now my pleasure to introduce our second speaker, Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang Lee Xin is the Program Director of the Food Science Innovation Program at IMU University. She is a food scientist and academic specializing in food biotechnology, functional food development, and sustainable food innovation. She holds a PhD in food biotech from University Putra, Malaysia, and she has extensive experience in teaching, research, and academic leadership. Her work focuses on value-added product development, food waste valorization, and industry-aligned translational research. She is a professional member and co-opted council member of the Malaysian Institute of Food Technology, actively contributing to the advancement of the food science profession in Malaysia. Dr. Chang Lee Xin, she will be sharing with us the program structure offered in IMU University, and she'll be walking us through the exciting learning opportunities that we offer at IMU University. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang, the floor is yours.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Shamin, for the kind introduction, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. Before I start, I really want to say thank you, Dr. Shamini, for the insightful sharing because she shared about the industry experience, which is very valuable. So I believe everyone here has gained a better understanding of how the food industry actually works. All right, now I will share a bit about after listening to Dr. Shamini, we see that the trend in food innovation is very important. People go for clean label, plant-based meat, and so on. So now the question becomes, how can you be part of this to create that future? So that's exactly why I'm here to show you how MU can shape you into that innovator. So the Food Science Innovation Program in MU is a 3-year degree, so designed to equip you with both strong scientific foundation and also industry relevant skills. So the student has an option to do the international pathway where they do 1 year in Malaysia and then credit transfer to the University of Leeds in UK for the remaining 2 years. So you might be wondering why choose Food Science Innovation Program and why MU? So the answer is simple. The food industry is evolving rapidly, like just now, Dr. Shamini shared the trend and also the product. They keep coming out with new product, new flavor, and new innovation. So that means that the industry will require the graduates who are not just knowledgeable, but also industry ready and also future focused. Therefore, we prepare you for the real world, and what makes us different is the key strength, including the 2U1I learning model, the industry-aligned curriculum, the One Health vision and Sehat concept, the elective specialization, as well as the facility. So this is where IMU stands out. So let me show you how the key strength actually strengthen you and to make you a future ready candidate. So first is the 2U1I work-based learning model. So you might be wondering what is the 2U1I model. This is a work-based model where the students spend 2 years in the industry and then 1 full year in the industry, our industry partner. So the aim is to bridge the knowledge with the practice. So this program is actually recognized by the Ministry of Health, a Ministry of Higher Education, which give the student the real world experience, allow them to apply the theory into the practice. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is that this is not just a normal internship or short internship. Instead, this is a more structured and also immersive industry experience. And the exciting part is if you perform well, so this placement can lead to a job offer to you before you graduate. So how actually our 2U1I model works is that the year is divided into two 6-month phases. The first 6 months, the student will take a module called Innovative Process Design and Development in Industry. So this is a structure and also outcome-driven module where you will be guided and evaluated by both industry coach. So you will have a supervisor in the industry placement and also an industry coordinator, which is the lecturer from the IMU University. So at this phase, right, you will be actively involved in the R&D related tasks. You might be develop a new product. For example, let's say come out a new flavor product or enhance the current one. For example, the current product has a short shelf life, so how can you extend the shelf life? So you can gain a hands-on experience to the real industry innovation. Then, in the next 6 months, you'll be moved to the industrial training. So we are expecting you to rotate through different departments. For example, in the food processing, we have the food manufacturing, we have the quality control, quality assurance department, and also sales and marketing. So we want you to experience, to have the hands-on experience to all different departments. You can also continue your project or assign with the new tasks. We want you to develop a very versatile and job-ready skills. So by the end of 12 months, this will give you a holistic industry understanding because our goal is to make sure that our students is truly industry ready, equipped with the practical experience, the professional skills, and also confident to perform the task. All right. Okay, next, let's talk about the industry alignment. So our curriculum is co-developed with the industry partner, where this means that what you learn is practical, up to date, and also aligned with the industry needs. We always have a tagline is with the industry for the industry. So what does this mean for you as a student? Meaning the content that you learn, right, is relevant and you will be exposed to the emerging technology when you finish the program. So I keep mentioning industry partners, but who exactly work closely with IMU? So some of our leading industry partners include Fonterra, Carry Ingredients, Sun Sun Group, Inside Scoop, and so on and so forth. And currently we are expanding our industry network continuously. So by partnering with this company, you are actually stepping into the industry, building up your network as well. So I believe many of you are familiar with IMU as a pioneer in medical and also healthcare education because IMU has a strong established history in medicines. However, today, IMU is going beyond the traditional definition of the healthcare because we believe healthcare is not just about treatment, but also involve like prevention, the lifestyles, and also the community well-being. So this is where our One Health framework come in. It brings the human health, environmental health, and also animal health into one integrated approach. So because in reality, these areas are interconnected, like what we eat, how the food is being produced, or how how it impacts to the environment and also influence our health. So all these disciplines are actually interconnected. So under this program, right, the student will understand the role of food within a larger ecosystem. So building on this One Health concept, our program is guided what we call Sehat value, which is a sustainable, innovative, healthy, affordable, and tasty. So for sustainable, we strongly emphasize sustainability, which align with the global priorities such as the SDG. We also train our students to develop the innovative food, not just ordinary product. And the food at the same time must be healthy because we want to develop a functional food that can support a better health outcome. So at the same time, the food have to be affordable because this should be benefit, like the food should benefit to the wider population. And last but not least, it should be tasty because there's no point for you to create something that's healthy, but the people don't like to eat it, right? So the balance is critical. So in IMU, we integrate food science with nutrition and dietetic, allow the student to understand how food directly impact the human health. So the student is not just create a food, they are create a smart, nutritious, and also sustainable solution to improve human health and also the planet. Next, students have the opportunity to specialize through our 4 elective tracks. So each track is designed to give a student better understanding or targeted skills based on their interests. First is sustainability. So this track focus on the bigger picture of the food system. So this is, this is suitable for those who are passionate about sustainability and also future food. Second is regulatory affair, where the student will learn about the international and also national food law. So this prepares students for their role in the compliance and also food governance. The third is sensory and consumer study. This track is focused on the sensory science because by the end of the day, no matter how healthy the product is, the customer must like it. And finally is the food processing technology. So this gives the students a strong technical knowledge about how the food is being processed and produced. All right. So through these 4 tracks, the student able to build a deeper understanding in the specific area to allow them to shape their pathway, their interest in their career. So last but not least, let me highlight our facility, which we are very proud of. So our lab is located at the Technology Park Bukit Jalil. So they are designed to simulate the real industry environment. So following the industry best practice. So this means that the students are not just learning in the typical lab setting, they will be exposed to the the industrial-like workflow and also the standards. So these are some pictures of our facilities like a sensory lab, packaging area, drying, baking. So these facilities not only support teaching and learning, but also the research activities, workshops, or industry collaboration projects. So, of course, we welcome you to visit our facilities and also experience it for yourself. So after all the key strength of IMU program, so let me emphasize again what food science is all about. Actually, try to imagine a food product. When you want to make a food product, from the raw material, you need to start by sourcing, inspect whether the product is in a good quality and also safe or not. Then you will start to design the product, including the formulation, what are the additives, and what is the taste of the product. After the formulation, you will go through like processing, you will go through different treatment, heat treatment. Then after process, the food will be packaged. So the packaging of the food, we need a good labeling or attractive colors to attract the consumer on the shelf. Of course, when the product is made, we need sales and marketing department to do the market need, market trend, product specialists, and then we also study about the product shelf life, the storage, and then in the end, you go to the consumer. So throughout all these processes, we have a continuous R&D, quality control, and also innovative idea. So this is where food scientists go about, meaning to say they are not working into one specific field, but instead, the food science is very versatile that can go to many different areas. So now you know about food science. How about food science innovation? So I take Milo, Nestle Milo as an example. So many years ago, we see Milo in a can, right? But now when you go to the shelf, you can see that Milo have many different products. We have Milo powder, we have Milo sachet 3-in-1, we have Milo nuggets, we have Milo ice cream. We also have the Milo drink in the can or also carton. So this is a Tetra Pak. So this actually shows the work of the innovation where they go beyond just the traditional product, but they actually improve, okay, design, reformulate the product into different category. So this will benefit everyone. Everyone can enjoy Milo anywhere at different form. So this is the characteristic of the innovation. So many people might be wondering, so what they work as after they graduate or as a food scientist. Actually, this is one of the biggest strength of this program because a degree in food science, right, is actually open doors to you to a wider and versatile range of opportunity. For example, you are interested in R&D or research, you can pursue the postgrad study like master or PhD. But if let's say you want to work in the industry sector, the opportunity are even broader. Because many people think that food science is just about cooking or working in the lab, doing quality control, but actually it's more than that. Food science include like just now I show you the food processing, the product development, formulation, packaging, the labeling, the safety, and shelf life analysis. So you can work in many different departments or different area. For example, you want to work in the food, or you want to work in the beverage, you want to work in the processed meat, or you want to work in the different type agriculture or nutraceutical functional food product. So you, if let's say you prefer to talk to people, you can also be consulting and also advisory. So what I'm trying to say is that you are not limited to one role. Okay, you can go to R&D, QA/QC, production, and even sales and marketing. Right? So there are also opportunity in government sectors such as like regulatory affair, compliance, food safety. And for those who are interested in business, you can further pursue MBA or DBA and move into the management or entrepreneurship, right? Or even start your own food business. So your career is actually not limited because this degree is not locked you into a single job. So instead, it opens up to multiple industry function and cross-disciplinary roles. All right. So these are some pictures of our student experience. We went to field trip in Nestle, in Yakult, and also chocolate, right? So to wrap things up, this program is for you if you love science, if you are passionate about food, and if you are interested in innovation and also improving health. So most importantly is for those who want to make a real impact because food is something we interact, we eat every day. All right. So the key message I want to leave you is that food science innovation is a combination of tasty with impact because food is fun, science is powerful, and innovation changes everything. All right. Thank you so much, and thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Chang. Thank you very much for the informative presentation and also for providing us a comprehensive overview of the Food Science Innovation Program at IMU University, including the program structure, the strengths, the facilities that we're having, and also the career opportunities available. I believe that these have certainly given our audience a clearer understanding of how we run the program and how our program actually equips our future students with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive in the ever-evolving food industry. Now comes to the Q&A session, okay, that I'm sure many of you have been looking forward to. Thank you to those who have submitted your questions. We will try to answer as many questions as time permits. Okay, let me look at the questions. Okay, let me look at the first question. that we have. The first question is about how long does it take to develop a new food product? I would think the best person to answer this question would be Dr. Shamini because she has extensive experience in industry. So Dr. Shamini, how long usually, what is the duration that is required in order to develop a new food product, be it maybe a food product that is entirely new? Yeah. So how long does it require?
If let's say it's a totally new product, then we will look at the complexity of the product. Is it we want to do uh, flavor extension, we want to do completely new shape, or we want to do something new product with cost reduction. So if we focus on new flavor normally we can get the right flavor after series of sensory evaluation. We can get the right flavor within 2 to 4 months. But cost reduction will be difficult because we need to match the cost and we need to put ourselves compatible compared to our competitor. So that one we need to consistently do product. That one can go up to 6 to 9 months. Or let's say we also like regulatory changes. That one the new product they want us to have lower fat content, lower sodium content. So sodium is about flavor. Flavor is easy, but fat we need to find fat replacer. That one we need to reformulate the whole recipe to get the same mouthfeel as how the original fat content. That one can up to 5 to 7 months. That is depends on the complexity of the product. That will be my answer.
I see. So if the shortest will be if it's just changing the flavor, the longest will be if it's, let's say that we're trying to reformulate the current formulation, right? That would take maybe 9 months, 7 to 9 months, yeah, for
Yeah,
completion.
because it depends. First, we need to look at the concept. We need to look at the ingredient selection, and then we need to look at the formulation, sensory evaluation, factory trials, and then we also need to do shelf life validation, food safety assessment. Then only the recipe will be final.
Mm. Okay, thank you, Dr. Shamini, for your answer. We have another question here, which is about the trends. You mentioned about the trends, the consumer trends in shaping the future food. So this question is also asking about what technologies or trends that you think will shape the future of the food industry.
As I mentioned earlier, consumer nowadays they are looking beyond taste and convenience. They are looking for healthy products. They want clean labor. They want higher protein. They want sustainable. So that is the current trend. And for current the new generation, they want bold flavor. That is crazy flavor. Maybe something like sweet, sour, with ghost pepper, that kind of flavor. That is some of the future trend for flavors. They want they don't want traditional flavor like original hot and spicy black pepper. They want like yuzu, spicy yuzu, something that kind of flavor. They want crazy flavor, and normally for this type of flavor, as an introduction to market, we will do LTO. LTO means limited time offer. Normally this is done by QSR, fast food company, like fast food restaurant, like Nando's, Kenny Rogers, Texas, A&W. They will Mary Brown. They will launch like uh, chili cheese with yuzu flavor. So they will launch this. That one only for a limited time, and they will look at the market response. They will look at the selling volume. Let's say the volume get good response from the consumer, then that will become permanent item. That is how we look at the market trend.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shamini, for your answer. We have another question here. I think the question is best answered by Dr. Chang. This question is about what is the difference between food science and food technology? Because usually I think they see these two terms quite, commonly in the brochure or what. So they would like to know what is exactly the difference between these two terms.
All right. Actually, these two terms are very commonly seen, and they're thought that is I mean there is overlapping. But actually, these two are consist of different discipline. Food science is focused more on the like food chemistry, the interaction, the nutrition, the microbe, and so on. But food technology is focused more on the processing, the technical part, the parameters that you set when you're running the product and production and so on. So I'm not saying that each one is more important, but actually when you want to make a product, you need to integrate both discipline in making a healthy and also stable and safe product. So combining these two, so in MU, right, we do have I mean like the curriculum is designed in such that we think these two discipline is very important. So we do have the food science component and also at the same time the food technology component. And also we have the elective on the food processing so the student can experience how to make a food product.
If I get you correctly, food science focuses more on understanding on the principles, scientific
Mm,
principles behind the food, and then food technology is more on the application on the scientific knowledge to
mm,
develop
mm,
the food product. So both of them is related. I mean, reliable.
mm.
Is related.
Related, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have another question coming in, which is about what makes IMU Food Science Innovation graduates stand out to employers. Yeah, maybe Dr. Chang, can you give some uh,
I think
some
the
what is the
uniqueness of this,
uniqueness? Yeah.
yeah, for this, right, is the 2U1I. Because I believe, Dr. Shami, in the industry, you do have intern student, right? You do expect the students, when they go to your company, at least they already have some skills and hands-on experience. They don't come to your company with the blank knowledge. So we will train the student in such that in the 2 year the 2 year in the university, they will of course equip with the theory. But at the same time, we have a lot of practical session and also hands-on session, field trip. And then the last year will be the fully internship placement, where they will have the product development in the first 6 months, and then the next 6 months will be the internship. So with that design, right, the student can say that already have 1 year experience in the industry because from the whole year they will understand how different departments play the roles in making a food product and including the processing, manufacturing, QA/QC, R&D, and also sales and marketing. So I think that is the main, I mean, like unique of this program as compared to other, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, employers are always looking for the strong transferable skills and also, the scientific knowledge. So both
Mm.
transferable skills, soft skills, and the knowledge is important. And I think we can still have two more questions. Or one more question. One question is asking about whether the student needs to be good at cooking in order to study or pursue a food science innovation program because it's related to food. So I think they are wondering whether they need to have a basic good cooking skills in order to, pursue this.
Dr. Shamimi, what do you think?
Dr. Shamini, do you think?
You you don't need to good in cooking. So you need to know about the formulation, the function of each ingredient. So I'm adding chicken meat. What is the function of chicken meat? I'm adding water. What is the function of water? Once you know each ingredient function, then you can easily modify. You can easily develop recipe. You not necessarily need to good in cooking because at industry we have standardized formulation. You need to test at lab and once you test that lab, you must be good in modification, go to higher batch, because at lab scale you only do 100 grams, you only do 1 kg, but production we are talking about 1 ton. So for 1 ton product, the recipe you must be you should know how to adjust. That one will come under scientific knowledge, critical thinking. Not it's not about good in cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do agree with Dr. Shamini. You don't have to be good, excellent in cooking because we are not asking you to be a chef. So technically, of course, if let's say you love to eat, that will be a bonus. Okay, you have a creative idea to create a different flavor or different form of product, that will be a bonus. And don't forget, food is not just about the food itself, the packaging, the design of the packaging, whether it's convenience to carry the product or not, how you want to take the product, the logistics. So there are many more. So if let's say you are not very good at cooking, not an issue. Okay, we also have a lab for you to experience, and then you can develop your skill there as well. Yeah.
Mm. So food science basically is more to be like about understanding how the science behind the food
Mm.
ingredients, how these food ingredients interact with each other, and also how processing affects, quality of the food. So it's not just about the cooking part. Yeah. Okay, and I think we can take one last question. I think this question is more best answered by Dr. Chang. What advice would you give to students considering food science innovation program, but unsure whether it is the right choice for them? Yeah.
Mm.
What
I
is
will say,
your stand on this? Yeah,
you mean like the student considering this program, is it?
correct.
If let's say, I will say that if let's say they have a creativity, they are curious about food, and they want to make some impact. Okay, let's say you want to do a healthy version of product, or they want to make something impact on someone's life. I think this is a field where worth exploring, because they don't need to be expert in cooking. They need to like have the interest to understand how the food works. Like just now, Dr. Shamini shared about the flavor, the ingredient, and to the bigger industry or bigger skills. All right. So, of course, let's say they like to have different lifestyles, because working as a food scientist, you might experience different, like in lab, or you want to go out to meet people. So they want to make a food product that can have an impact and sustainable and nutritious. Then they will, I mean, like this program can offer you the experience and also the learning pathway. And lastly, I want to emphasize about the internship offer in this program, where, so if let's say you are not sure, right, through this 1 year, you will definitely find which path you want to go, because many people say that I don't know whether I like to work in a lab, or that I want to talk to people, or I prefer R&D. So in this 1 year, you actually get to experience different department. We expect you to rotate different departments. So by the end of the day, you can choose which pathway you really like, and then you strive for your career. So I would think that food science innovation program is a versatile program and sustainable, because everyone needs food. Yeah, this is my opinion. Yes.
Okay, thank
Mm.
you, Dr. Chang, for your sharing. So thank you once again to Dr. Shamini for sharing your verbal industry insights into food science and innovation. And thank you, Dr. Chang, for introducing the food science innovation program at IMU University, and also the exciting learning opportunities we offer at IMU University. We also like to extend our sincere appreciation to all of you for taking the time to join us this evening. We hope this session is fruitful for you and has given you a better understanding of how food scientists actually use science, creativity, and innovation to solve real-world food challenges, and as well as the educational opportunity available through the Food Science Innovation Program at IMU University. Now, if you have further questions about the program, please feel free to contact us or visit IMU University to learn more. Before we conclude, I would like to invite every one of you to visit us at IMU University. Open day on 12th July this month, okay, at our newly renovated Bukit Jalil main campus. So come and experience the new facilities that we're having. Come and meet with our academic team and find out more about the FSI, the Food Science Innovation Program. Yeah, so it is at our newly renovated Bukit Jalil main campus. And for today, we are also excited to offer a global leadership scholarship up to 25,000 ringgit Malaysia offered to students joining the program in September this year. Okay. So thank you again for everyone's participation. We wish you have a wonderful evening and we look forward to seeing you at our next live talk session. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you everyone.